Test 1, 2, check. Test 1, 2. Okay, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome live. Our first stream on MCTV, bringing you girls high school tennis today, where the Mifflin County Lady Huskies are hosting Altoona here at the MC Tennis Center. First event of the fall in Mifflin County High School sports, first home event, we should say. And I'm sure you are aware with the pandemic that the crowds have been limited. No public gatherings for outdoor events of 250 or more are permitted. Of course, it's a rather modest gathering here this afternoon for tennis. But Mifflin County and Altoona getting underway here as they are just still hitting their warm-ups, getting ready for today's action. My name's Roger Herto. I am the media director here at MCTV. Happy to have also with us today Ryan Esch, who's going to be helping us with our tennis broadcasts, at least our first couple here. Ryan, the first thing that's very obvious, beautiful new courts here at the MC Tennis Center.
Looks like they recently painted them. Nice purple, very vibrant.
Yeah, it's Really good look from up top. I'm sure many of you might be tuned in who don't watch tennis on a regular basis. We're just checking the court here for you as we pan from left to right. That's court number 1 that you're looking at now, which will be the number 1 match of the day. Basically, there are 3 singles matches and 2 doubles matches that take place. The majority of the action will be right here on the front courts. There are 2 courts down below, as we're showing you a little bit of right now. That is court number 4 down there. A little hard to see. That is court number 4, where the second doubles match will take place. And then also the farthest court down there, which we're going to for you now, is court number 5, and that is where exhibition matches are going to take place today. Ryan, you have our competitors there, don't you, for the lineups today?
Yes, I do.
All right, let's take a closer look here for you at Olivia. She gets herself right there on the nets today, Ryan.
It's MC Sydney Kyle. She's a senior this year, and Altoona's Morgan Stevens.
Sydney there on the far side. Of course, the Lady Huskies are in purple. Sydney, a senior, as Ryan mentioned, is the daughter on court number 3. Our Lady Husky is on the near side. And go ahead, Ryan, with our matchup in the third singles match.
MC's Jalen Yoder. She's a senior also, and Altoona's Emily Neal.
So Yoder on the near side. Pan out and see a little action as those two continue their warm-ups. And as I mentioned, 3 singles matches take place and then 2 doubles. Our first doubles, so this is actually the number 1 doubles team. That's how they do it. And again, if you're not familiar with the way things go, they had some match plays yesterday, or not yesterday, excuse me, on Friday at practice, still trying to determine who was going to be the number 1, 2, and 3 players. And then number 4 and 5 go to doubles, and 5 and 6 go to the second doubles team. So again, on the far side there, we'll zoom in and take a look at our 2 Lady Huskies here. So in doubles match for Mifflin County, Ryan?
We have Isabel Wagner. She's a sophomore, and Sky Curry is a senior.
Okay.
And Altoona's Evan Hogan and Maya Crownover.
Okay. So again, doubles action on court number 4 as we take a look at it. Again, we'll pan the entire court for you. If you haven't been down here to the school lately, it is, again, a very nice setup. They had the courts redone, and things looking very nice here at the Mifflin County Tennis Center. Then way down on the far side, and we apologize, trying to get the best place we could here to get as much of these matches on as possible. And there you can see about the best look we're going to get for you. That is the 5th court, and that is the second doubles match, which also counts. So those are the 5 matches, 2 doubles and 3 singles that will factor in the scoring. So the second doubles team, Ryan, for Mifflin County?
MC's Lily Ryden. She's a junior, and Asia Binders is a sophomore against Altoona's Brooklyn Rupert and Megan Keating.
Okay. And then we also, I don't know, did we get, I guess we did get the exhibition match down there. They are doing an exhibition match of doubles as well. Looks like for Mifflin County, Samantha Kyle. I mentioned another Kyle would be on this roster. Samantha down there. And again, we apologize. It's a little difficult to see court number 5. But Samantha Kyle, a sophomore, is teamed up with another sophomore, right?
Yes, that's Ella Knapp.
Ella Knapp. And then for Altoona, Elena Coley and Sophia Caputo. So there's your matchups today. They should be getting started here shortly. And again, there's no formal scoring, no scoreboards per se. Everything's on your honor in tennis. There are no officials there, and it looks like on court number 1, we are getting just about ready to start play here. Again, we'll try to keep these matchups going for you as we go out through our coverage. But again, that is Isabella Frank on the near side here from Altoona and Olivia Cayley on the far side. So looks like they are just about ready to get started. And on the second court, it also looks like the girls are getting ready. So warm-ups are finishing there. And I believe court number 1 is either underway or just about ready to get underway. But again, like I said, there's no scoreboard here. Everything is done on the honor system. The players call their own ins and outs on serves. And now we see our 2 number 1 players going to the net here to get things started today. Good day for tennis. A little bit windy. Winds 8 miles an hour, but not a major factor. But overall should be a pretty good day for tennis here today. Glenn Kyle is the Husky coach as some of the teams are still getting ready. We'll take a look over there. There's Mr. Kyle. Mr. Kyle's been the girls tennis coach and the boys tennis coach for the last several years here at Mifflin County. And it looks like they are underway here on court number 2, so let's take a peek in and watch some action. Again, that is Sydney Kyle for the Huskies on the far side and Morgan Stevens for Altoona on the near side. Sydney also member of our MCTV crew. Helps out with some in-house work. She's got a busy schedule between, as all these kids do, between tennis and trying to also work a very busy academic schedule, and then also trying to work in some TV production work. So Sydney's pretty busy, and here she is again on court number 2. Let's just try to follow some action here for you of the number 2 match. That'll be a fault on the first serve by Stevens. Second serve is in. And the shot is wide by Kyle. And the point will go to Altoona's Morgan Stevens. Stevens serving here, first game of the first set. We are just underway with girls high school tennis here on MCTV. Stevens' second serve is in. Kyle with the return and a nice little drop shot there by Sydney. And we're even at 15. Tennis and golf, Ryan, the two sports where not much of a preseason.
No. School was started late and didn't have much of a preseason at all.
And, you know, some of your other sports, like, for example, I think we have 2 or 3 teams in action today with scrimmages. But golf underway and tennis with their first match here now. Serving again is Stevens here on court 2, the singles match. Second serve is in. Kyle with the return. Sydney working the court nicely, as is Stevens. Sydney has a nice little backhand and a little lob, but a little bit long, and the point will go to Stevens. So again, we're just going to try to keep peeking in and out at different matches for you. Let's go back over to court number 1, where the top 2 players are facing off today. Again, with her back to us here on the near side, that is Olivia Cayley, the junior for Mifflin County. And again, that's Isabel Frank on the far side. Taking a look at the net here, we can check some scores for you, and it looks like Altoona did win the first game. So the first game went to Frank. We're in game number 2. It's Cayley with the return. Frank with a backhand volley. Nice little volley going here between the top 2 players of the day. Cayley runs it down, and the shot is a little wide. Altoona is a program that's pretty developed in this sport. Their teams have won several district titles, and some of their girls have gone on to do very well in the state as well. So talking with head coach Glenn Kyle, he knew the girls were going to be in for, let's just say they're jumping into the deep end of the pool here right away to start the season. So pretty tough match. But it is a league match for the Huskies, as Altoona is in their division in the mid-pen. Frank serving. Nice return by Cayley, as again they exchange a volley here. And that return is into the net, so the point goes to Cayley. Ryan mentioned that Olivia is a junior. Kind of a nice mix, actually, on the squad of juniors and seniors if you go down through that roster. Nice serve, good return. and the shot is wide. Again, here's an overview look at the entire facility here at Mifflin County. And let's peek in on court number 3 now. Ryan, help us out here. Who do we have on court 3 again?
We have MC's Jalen Yoder and Altoona's Emily Neal.
So that's Yoder there with the serve. Good volley taking place here between the two. Good cross shot, but a little bit wide, and the point will go to Yoder. Jalen, like a lot of these girls, I think one big difference between the program here at Mifflin County and the program at Altoona, a lot of these girls from Altoona have been playing tennis for quite a while. And for a lot of these girls at Mifflin County, they kind of take up the sport when they get here to high school. And that's the case with Yoder too, but I know Coach Kyle's been pretty impressed with what Jalen's been doing so far. Let's take a look at that scoreboard, and after the first 3 games, it's 2-1 in favor of Altoona. So Stevens with a 2-1 lead in the first set against Mifflin County's Jalen Yoder. Let's stay with this match for a little bit. Looks to be a pretty competitive one, and then we'll move over to court 4. Again, we're going to just try to keep bouncing back and forth here to keep you up to date with what is happening with the matches today. So Emily Neal will serve. Yoder with the return, little backhand. Yoder with a nice little lob back. Good shot, she placed that deep. And another backhand lob, but a little bit too strong. So Yoder, a little too strong on the return. And the point will go to Emily Neal. It's a busy week for the girls tennis team here. Ryan, first game of several this week.
Yes, tomorrow at home we play Hollidaysburg at 3:30 p.m.
So back-to-back. Actually, I think it's back-to-back-to-back. I believe they also play, we'll have to double-check that, but I believe they play Wednesday. I think that one's away, but they are right back here tomorrow hosting Hollidaysburg. And we'll stay with this for a few more points here. Yoder on the near side for the Huskies, facing Emily Neal. Jalen with a nice return. And she'll get the point. And it's 2-1 is the score here in the first set. It's the best of 3 sets, by the way, in case you're wondering there. And Yoder unable to handle that deep lob, so the point again will go to Stevens. Courts, by the way, were just resurfaced about a month ago over the summer. Very greatly needed. The tennis courts were in pretty rough shape, actually. And I know that was a project that athletic director Tish McClay had on the docket for a while to try to get these courts redone. Of course, they not only serve the boys and girls tennis team, but these courts are used pretty heavily by people from all walks of life here in Mifflin County. So benefit not only to the team, but also to everybody here that likes to get out and get some recreation in on the weekend. Nice little placement shot. By Yoder. Jalen charges the net. And gets caught in between there on the backhand, and the point will go to Neal. So let's move over. We've yet to take a look at this doubles match. Mifflin County team on the far side. Let's try to go ahead and get a look at the score here. And it looks like the Lady Huskies are on the downside of a 3-0 score here in this first set. So Mifflin County yet to win a game here. Let's see if maybe we can turn their luck around. Good hustle in the back. Get a nice save. And the point will go to Altoona. Ryan, do you know either of these girls? Do you know which one is which over there? Isabella and Sky?
No, I could not tell you.
No, I do not know either. I apologize. We'll get to know the girls a little bit more as the season goes on. Like I said, we're going to be right back here tomorrow for their match with Hollidaysburg. Nice cross hand there. And the Huskies get point. So Mifflin County serving. Again, they are down 3-0. Lots of activity going on in and around Highland Park where the matches are taking place today. The football team practices just on the other side of the old Highland Park Elementary School. And the cross-country team is also working out right near us. Don't be surprised if you hear the band here shortly, too.
Yeah.
Marching band right behind us. And the shot is a bit long, and again, the point will go to Altoona. So let's sneak back into court number 3 here for a little bit. They are in a break in between points and switching sides. And it is 4-1 in favor of Altoona. Moving back across court 2, which is where head coach Glenn Kyle's daughter Sydney is on the court, taking on Morgan Stevens from Altoona as we watch. That's the court right directly in front of us. That is Kyle on the far side, and shot goes wide. Quick peek at the score tells us that it is 3-0 in favor of Altoona. So our Lady Huskies, as Coach Kyle thought they might, having a little rough time here with Altoona. Sydney serving. Kyle seems to really like that lob, Brian. She's used it quite a bit here.
Yes, she has.
So the Huskies having a rough time on courts 2, 3, and 4. I believe we have yet to win a game there. Let's go back over to court number 1. And it looks like more of the same there as Kaylee is down 3-0 to Isabella Frank, who it's a net serve, and Frank will tee it up again. Frank on the near side from Altoona, and Elvia Kaylee, the junior from Mifflin County, on the far side. And the return shot is wide. The point will go to Kaylee. The wind that was here a little bit earlier has left us. So you are talking about almost perfect weather for high school tennis. And Kaylee with consecutive points. Give you a little closer look here at Olivia. And the shot is into the net. So 3 games to none on court number 1, 3 games to none on court number 2, 4 games to none on court number 3. I can't see the far one, Ryan. What is that over there?
I'm having trouble seeing it too.
Okay. I thought it was just my age.
There's a little bit of a glare coming down on it.
Okay. Court number 1 taking a break here, so let's jump back over and check out Sydney Kyle in action on court 2. Kyle on the far side. Again against Altoona's Morgan Stevens. And the shot is wide. And let's go the whole way down here to court number 4 now. See if we can get a look at that score for you. And the Huskies win the point. Try to go in here and see what we can. Looks like 5 games to none. So on the front 4 courts, Mifflin County still looking for their first game, first match. Again, they best of 3. Again, if you're not as familiar with tennis, they need 6 to win the first set. Back over here to court number 1 again with Olivia Kaylee serving for Mifflin County. And the shot is wide. Kaylee's first serve into the net. On court 2, Kyle has lost the 5th game as well, so it's 5-zip in favor of Morgan Stevens. Kaylee gets the first serve in. And Kaylee will take the point. Tennis is one sport that's a little bit like wrestling. They play it off each week. The one thing that Coach Kyle was saying, Ryan, is once they get into the season, because it's so compacted this year, their problem is they aren't going to get a chance to have a lot of eliminations. You know, normally you have a couple practices between matches, and how Mifflin County does it is, for example, the number 5 player may challenge the number 4 player and try to move up. But as you mentioned, I think 4 matches this week, so it's going to be a little difficult.
Yeah, to get a elimination in between them.
Yeah, it certainly will be. So we will see. Still action here on court number 1. Nice backhand by Kaylee, but the point will go to Altoona. And it looks like that was the final point of game number 4 as they meet at the net. And it's 4 games to none now here in the first set. So again, still looking for our first win of a individual match, or individual game, I should say, here for the Huskies. Back to court 2, where Sydney Kyle, the senior, is serving for Mifflin County. Good exchange going on here between the number 2 players, but Kyle's shot is wide. And we're going to pull out here and just keep the camera wide for you for a little bit, watching the 2 center courts.
I started at 3:30 trying to get it. Okay, hold on.